On this next episode of Outlook TV, queer kayaking paddles along.
The Standout Awards in Vancouver.
Queen's Night Out at the River Rock. And much, much more. Hello and welcome to Outlook TV. I'm Rebecca Wyman.
And I'm Robert Mackay, and you're watching the Queer Magazine news show that brings you the stories that matter the most from coast to coast.
We're going to kick it off in Vancouver with the proclamation of the Year of the Queer.
The Year of the Queer.
The Year of the Queer.
And Deputy Mayor was there to declare.
Ooh, nice rhyme.
Nice.
We're at Vancouver City Hall, where today they're going to make a historic proclamation declaring 2018 Year of the Queer in the city of Vancouver. We're going to visit the chambers and check out all the festivities. Please join us.
Now therefore I, Tim Stevenson, Deputy Mayor, on behalf of Gregor Robertson, Mayor of the City of Vancouver, do hereby proclaim 2018 the Year of the Queer in the City of Vancouver.
How did this all start?
Well, I got an email from one of the organizations who said that they wanted to meet with me with an idea. So I said, sure. So they came like within 2 or 3 days and said that, and there were 3 organizations, and they said, well, they had anniversaries. All of them had anniversaries, and they were wanting to promote that. And one said, well, we have a name that we'd like, and that's the Year of the Queer. So I really caught into that. I thought, that's fantastic. But I said, you know, if you're going to have the Year of the Queer, we need to really expand it and have it for all the organizations that have anniversaries. And we found out there were 15 of them. A fantastic thing to realize that these organizations represent 330 years of work. As we began to wrestle with that, the more excited we got, and the staff got, about what this could be. As far as I could tell, there was no one who had ever done this, and I thought, wow, this would be great for Vancouver.
For me, I can say coming to Vancouver and seeing the acceptance of our community is so great. I know in Toronto we tend to fight each and every day to get that diverse voices out there, and it's a continuation for me to have to bring that here and to continue that fight.
I think the good thing about what happened today, at least, was that there was a diversity in council chambers. There was a real diversity, which is kind of nice. There are still people that are left out, people with disabilities. So I think we still have challenges ahead of us, for sure. It's nice that we've come a long way. I remember those early days, right?
Oh, yes. For Outlook TV, this is Angus Prott at the Year of the Queer celebrations at Vancouver City Hall.
Next up, let's check on Vancouver's queer kayaking group.
Kayaking.
Kayaking.
If there's one thing that queers are good at, it's paddling.
Hello, viewers! Today I'm going to show you how to find your true roots. Outlook TV is here at Vanier Park, Kitsilano, and we're locked, we're loaded. Let's get wild.
Wild Route Journeys is an ocean kayaking company, and I take people on day trips and on multi-day trips around Vancouver as well as Vancouver Island. We have a 4-day trip right now that's offered for the LGBTQ community, and it's LGBTQ specific, and that's happening in August, and it's doing so well. I think we'll be adding a second trip as well in late July. It's a beautiful place, the Broken Group Islands. It's it's 2 hours away from Nanaimo, so it's pretty easy to get to. Our meeting place is in Port Alberni, and we'll take a short ferry out to the Broken Groups and paddle for 4 days. And I'm going to be there following you guys or with you guys, guiding you through the area, as well as cooking all the meals and bringing out all the life of the area. There's a really rich history to the area, as well as just beautiful scenery and lots of wildlife to see.
And why do you think groups like this are important for the community?
Being a part of the LGBTQ community myself, I just like bringing my crew together, and I've had a really good response from other people that just want to, in the community, that want to be outdoors, be active, and just find people with similar traits in themselves as well. Yeah.
You're signed up for the multi-day kayak. Let us know what you're planning to expect.
I actually don't know what to expect. It's just going to be a journey. We're going to be camping. We're going to be one with nature. You don't get that often now in BC. Campsites are always so busy now. So we're really going to be in untouched nature. And to get there by our own bodies, to get to certain places is going to be amazing. So I'm really excited just to enjoy nature. I grew up in the valley and loved the rivers and stuff, but to be out in the ocean is an extra special place to when you live in the city and work 9 to 5 downtown.
To meet me on a day paddle, come out with a bottle of water, come out with maybe a couple extra layers. The weather can change at any moment's notice. Some sunscreen, a hat or shades, anything like that. You don't need to know how to swim to come on these activities. I'll be there, and if you do fall in, then we can get you back in very quickly. It might be a little chilly and shocking, but it's not too bad, and it actually happens very rarely, maybe once in my season at most, and it's usually when someone really wants to go for a swim. We have life jackets to keep you safe as well.
Holy kayak! That was so much fun. Did you see me out there? I'm Emily Ann Fraser, reporting live for Outlook TV Vancouver.
We're going to have to take just a little break now.
I have to go take composure lessons because supposedly I flail my arms too much.
He's a total flailer.
This is Serene Carter, and for the youth viewers, you are watching Outlook TV.
Welcome back. You're watching Outlook TV.
Up next, we have some outstanding coverage.
Ooh, is that because it's the Stand Out Awards?
Yes, it is.
I see what you did there.
Cut to it.
We're at the 2018 Standout Awards presented by Vancouver Pride Society. Tonight, we're going to be celebrating community leaders in 6 categories, very diverse, full of promise and hope for the future. Let's go see who they are.
So in the past, the categories were very specific, and we had 8, and so we shifted it down to 6, and we broadened them so that we could recognize more people in the community who are doing great work, but maybe they're a little quieter about it, or they don't get a lot of recognition. We've been able to open up the categories, and so more people are eligible in those categories, and we've tried to send the nominations far and wide.
And the recipient is Alex Anga.
I've been having a counseling practice since 2011, and I've been doing a lot of pro bono counseling to members of Share Vancouver who are in crisis and distress. I've been doing that for years, and that was one of the reasons I started my business, and it just flourished from there.
Marissa Paul as the recipient in this category because of all the amazing work they have done.
I'm honored to be receiving this award, but I think the thing that I'm most excited about is that it's a category that's recognized by the Vancouver Pride Societies.
Goes to Orina's.
It's such an honor to be nominated, and for our people, because I'm from one of the 3 host nations, the Musqueam, Tsleil-Waututh, and the Squamish. I'm Squamish, so I'm really grateful that they've included us in the awards.
And the recipient is Jeremy Diaz.
Incredibly delighted to accept this award, and I share it with all of the staff and volunteers who help make our program as inspirational as possible.
And the recipient is Serene Carter.
What work did you do to get nominated for this award?
In my time in high school, I created our first Gender and Sexuality Alliance. I sat on the SD41 policy committee regarding SOGI policy and creating safer, inclusive classrooms. I now work for Out in Schools, and I'm the youngest facilitator with them since the program's inception in 2004. And now I do outreach to young people, and I mentor them in how to create safe, more inclusive spaces in classrooms, and really just how to curate and hold space for other queer and trans folks of color.
And the recipient is Zoe Monpetit.
This win is not only a win for everyone who has dedicated so much of their heart to Queer ASL, it's our students, our teachers, our supporters. The very heart of Queer ASL is all about social justice, and we are beyond honored to accept the award for social activist.
This is Sister Fancy Pants at the Vancouver Pinnacle Hotel at the Standout Awards in Vancouver, BC.
Up next, we're going to take a look at Vancouver's Dirt Squirrel.
They specialize in fans and underwear, I hear.
Underwear?
Dirty squirrel underwear.
We're here at the Vancouver home office of Dirt Squirrel, where we're about to go meet Dan and Wade, the co-founders.
Dirt Squirrel started back in my high school days, where my friends and I would call each other Dirt Squirrels during times of moral inconsistencies or questionable character. So let's say the walk of shame home the next morning, be like, hey, were you last night, Dirt Squirrel? And that kind of caught on, and we figured it would be a cute name to slap on a pair of underwear.
Yeah, when I was in university, one of my university professors told us to start a company, pick it, build it from the ground up, do a business plan, and then we actually took that plan from my class and adapted to a real life business. It really starts with Wade and I sitting down, discussing what we want to do, how big our budget is. We always want to spend more than we have. We have a list going in our phones of ideas that have popped into our head while we're out. From there, we sit down, brainstorm what we want to do, take that idea, get the creative juices flowing, start the Photoshop, and then we work with our suppliers that we've sourced over the last couple of years to help us build the final end product. We like to put something out there that we personally like to wear. There's a lot of gimmicks, there's a lot of trends out there, but that doesn't mean they've lasted the test of time. We know what we like to wear, and that's what we like to provide to consumers, and we know they'll like it too.
Yeah, we've definitely experimented with a number of different trends. We've had the pockets in the underwear to kind of lift everything up and give it that extra bit of VPL, as we call it. But then we've kind of tried and tested, seen what our customers like the most, and we've gone with that to create the best consistent pair of underwear that we can.
How do you choose the fabric?
We love shopping ourselves, so we've done our fair share of going around feeling all the different fabrics at different stores and seeing what we feel we would like to wear best, and then seeing kind of what our friends choose as well. So we've narrowed it down to what we feel is probably the most comfortable fabric on the market. So we do bamboo fiber underwear, and it feels like an angel is cupping your balls. It's like, that's what we like to say.
We travel to different prides across the continent, North America. From everywhere from our flagship Vancouver Pride all the way down south this year to Dallas. We'll be hitting up Atlanta and Palm Springs and places throughout California. It's really quite extensive. It's a big undertaking, and we enjoy it. It gets us out there, gets our name out there, and we get to meet all the fabulous dirt squirrels. Dirt Squirrel is a company that's for everyone. It has no sexual orientation, there's no gender. You come, have fun, and be the best squirrel friend you can be.
So come check us out, try on the underwear. We promise you it'll be some of the most comfortable underwear you've ever worn. And yeah, if you have the opportunity to come meet us at a Pride, we'd love to see you and maybe hear some feedback that you've got for us.
Well, I got my underwear. I'm Kyle with OutlookTV.
Vancouver's Out on Screen is celebrating 30 years this year.
So grab your popcorn, cut a hole in the bottom of it, because there's a big milestone to celebrate this time.
Party on!
We are here at the Imperial for the Out on Screen 30th birthday this year. Let's find out who is celebrating with us.
It's our 30th birthday, and I heard from the Prime Minister today.
We're having a massive birthday party to celebrate Out on Screen's 30th birthday party. We produced the Vancouver Queer Film Festival for the past 30 years, and we are inviting our entire LGBTQ+ and allied communities to come in and help us celebrate 30 years of presenting queer film. What started out 30 years ago as a bed sheet and some movable chairs and a projector and 10 people has now grown into a film festival that sees 14,000 people, that often shows over 70 films from over 30 countries.
It's one of the most amazing organizations here in Western Canada, first off. It gives back to the community and shows a lot of features films from the LGBTQ 2A+, everything that is so great about our community. It just broadcasts it out to everybody, you know? Everybody needs to see how fabulous we are.
My favorite experience is every year at the festival is a great experience. There are so many, I couldn't imagine picking which one, because it's getting to see films that probably will never make it commercially.
When you're standing in line and you see people you haven't seen for the whole year, and you get to have the waiting time with friends. That's my favorite moment of the film festival.
And yours?
It's being in the film festival and having everyone in the room at the same time, especially women, kind of like experience the same feeling at the same time with seeing us on screen.
In 2002, when the festival opened with Erilyn Wiseman's documentary, Little Sisters versus Big Brother. It was a film that documented Little Sisters' 20-year history of fighting the federal government, and it went all the way to the Supreme Court of Canada. And as the film was being introduced, there was this roaring moment where everybody jumped to their feet and clapped, and it was one of those goosebump moments of understanding the importance of why we were here, why being able to express ourselves and have that expression be on the big screen was a very profound and powerful moment.
I can't wait to see you at our 30th Film Festival, August 9th to 19th, where our theme is To the Moon and Back, 30 years of uplifting queer stories. Come for the film, come for the parties, stay for the friendships that you're going to make.
What a fantastic evening. This is Karen Crow for OutlookTV.
We're going to have to take another little break now.
We need to test the queer emergency broadcasting system. Do-do-do! Right?
Welcome back. You're watching Outlook TV.
In this next segment, we cover queer van soccer, and I'm going to have to turn to you on this one, Rebecca, because I do not know sports.
I know, but you're so pretty. Let's go to the east side and see what's cooking.
Oh, hey, didn't see you there. Well, you're just in time because Outlook TV is here at Clinton Park in Vancouver, BC, and today we're going to sock some balls with queer van soccer.
It's pretty much what the title suggests. It's queer people coming together to play some fun soccer. It's all levels, different identities, those who identify in various ways as female or non-binary. And yeah, like I said, it's beginners to experts. Just come play some queer soccer.
Do they need to be a crazy soccer player to join this?
Absolutely not. And that's the wonderful thing about this league specifically is we welcome all levels and we make sure everyone feels comfortable no matter what level they're at. We have people who have never played soccer before, and then we have people like myself who's played 20 plus years. The nice thing about this is you can have sober conversations with people. It's a good way to meet people and remember those connections and build those connections over a longer period of time.
A lot of leagues are focused on gender and centered around making a space for women or for men, and Queer Van Soccer really focuses on bringing everybody together that feels at home in the queer community, and so it's more of an open concept for a soccer field.
How long have you been playing?
This is my second season, and it's been a great way to connect with people, make friends, and build community.
This is actually our first year. We signed up together. Yeah, that's about it.
Like a team bonding thing for us.
Yeah.
Never played QVS before.
No, but it seems like a cool league to play in, so we're excited for the season.
Why do you think groups like this are important to have in the community?
I think it's important because it creates kind of like a dialogue for the queer community and creates awareness for it. As if it doesn't have enough awareness already, it just provides a safe space for people to come and play a sport because sports bring people together, and I think it's phenomenal to have a league like QVS.
What would you say to somebody sitting at home thinking about joining? What would you say to them?
I say the weather's normally beautiful, so why not get outside? You don't have to be an athlete to join. It's absolutely for everyone, and we love that about it. And try it out. If you hate it, you don't need to come back. And it's really about the social atmosphere more so than the sport.
Come out and kick the ball.
Well, I didn't make the team, but I had a great time. I'm Emily Ann Fraser. You're watching Outlook TV Vancouver.
Up next, let's see what the Queens do on a night out.
If you thought they were fabulous before, they kicked it up a notch at the River Rock Casino, and Fred's got the story.
We're here at the River Rock Casino for Queen's Night Out. It's a fundraiser for Loving Spoonful. Let's check out what these queens have got to show us.
This took about 4 months to actually put together. It took 4 months, but so worth it. And it's wonderful for me to be able to pick numbers and performers that I absolutely love and adore to be able to share with the mainstream public.
Can you tell us about the charity?
Of course, a Loving Spoonful, an amazing charity we all know about. Loving Spoonful. St. Jack Ranch, which is a lovely summer camp for kids with spinal injuries. The Downtown East Side Women's Center. Again, we have to support the Downtown East Side. We have Second Chance at Life, a dog rescue.
The drag artistry here in Vancouver is so diverse, and it's such an amazing show, and when people come together, we can really make a difference.
Absolutely, truly gobsmacked. We are inspired. These broads are Las Vegas, and nobody does it better than Christopher. His banter is totally spontaneous. He kicks ass right out of the ballpark. Brilliant. The pattern is beyond. It just kicks it right out of the park.
She's got a skinny body. I'm going to make sure that I'm off stage before she comes on.
What does it take to put a number like this together?
A number like that, well, I sew all of my own costumes and I make everything that I wear. So it takes me a little bit longer based on thinking about what I want to do and then creating from the start to the finish. But tonight's number probably took me around about 10 hours to put together.
Absolutely fabulous. That Vixen Von Flex, I loved her. I loved her. And the King drag was phenomenal.
For Outlook TV, I'm Fred Camperman.
Thanks so much for joining us. That is all the time we have for this episode of Outlook TV, but we will be back.
We will, and we're never gone when it comes to the internet. You can like us, hashtag us, link us, backlink us. Remember web rings? Yeah, that was a thing. We're there. We're fun. Come join us.
We'll see you next time. I'm Rebecca Wyman.
And I'm Robert Mackay.
Stay fabulous, Canada.